Hello, my dear friend. Today, we will continue our journey with Rich Dad Poor Dad book. So grab your coffee and let's dive in. Robert in this lesson says to make your job for the purpose of learning, not for making money. Since most of us either start our lives or begin our lives with a job, he says that you should take this job in order to start building your wealth. He tells you to make this job for the purpose of learning, not for the sake of getting money. In order to not contradict the first lesson, he says that the wealthy do not work for money. Based on the first lesson, he tells you not to work for money. Then in the fifth lesson, he says that if you work, it means evil is inevitable. Make this job for the purpose of learning, so that you can learn more information and acquire more skills. Try to benefit from the job you are currently employed in, whatever that job may be. Try to gain as much information from it as possible and observe. My friend, do not underestimate any information you gain. No matter how much you think the information has no relevance, believe me, a day will come when you will benefit from it. This is my own words, not Robert's, of course, who learned this from Steve Jobs. Robert says that this is the fifth lesson that his rich father taught him. His rich father always used to say, "Learn something from everything." And Robert says, "Wake up. You think you will reach wealth without learning in order to become rich one day. You must learn the art of dealing with human relations. You must learn the sciences of self-development. You must learn accounting, sales, time management, priority management, and you must learn some sciences in psychology and body language. You literally have to learn from any science that comes to your mind, just as his rich father said, learn something from everything." Robert says that in this lesson he recounted a story that happened to him with one of the journalists when he was in Singapore. He says that a TV channel hosted him, and there was a presenter journalist in front of him who was very, very impressed with him. He says the strange thing is that this presenter had a master's degree in writing. He says she said to him, "Can you teach me how to be like you?" He replied, "How do you want to be like me?" She said, "You have written 1,000 books, and they succeed, and are sold globally." In this conversation, she told him that she is a writer and studied the art of authorship at the university academically. But her problem is that no matter what she writes and composes, her writing and authorship do not go beyond the fact that she has only written and composed, meaning her books do not spread, do not gain popularity, and people do not buy them at all. He says he told her, "Honestly, I can help you with one thing." She said, "I wish." He told her, "There is a friend of mine here in Singapore who offers courses in the arts of sales. I advise you to go and register in his course, and I myself will call him and recommend you to him. This is the best advice and the best help I can offer you, and your books will spread globally." According to Robert's account, after he gave her that advice, he noticed that her facial expression changed, and it seemed like she started to feel offended. She then asked him, "You're joking, right? You're not being serious." Robert says he then took a defensive stance and began to gradually withdraw. He told her, "No, I'm being serious. Why would I be joking?" She said, "I'm an academic graduate in the art of book writing. Am I supposed to go take sales courses? Who told you I'm lacking in education?" She added that even if she did lack education, what made him think she needs to learn sales when she actually dislikes sales representatives in general, as she sees them as liars and swindlers who only care about selling the product they have, not the customer's needs. Robert says this exchange happened on a table between them, where his book was placed, and she had a small note written on a piece of paper. He says he then took the book and took the note as well. He said, "You saw this. This note was written by you, and you wrote it about me." Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the best-selling books, but not the best writer. You yourself wrote about me as the author of the best-selling books, but did not write that I am the best writer. While you were studying a master's degree in the art of authorship and writing, I was going to take courses in sales. But in order not to make her feel offended, he told her that your writing is very beautiful, and that you are studying the art of authorship and writing, and this is evident to you. And if you combine the art of authorship that you have learned in sales skills, you would become the author of the best-selling and best-written books. He said she asked for my advice, and I gave her the advice. But the problem is that she was like many other people I give advice to. They don't accept the advice or get convinced by it. They ask for advice, but don't accept it or get convinced by it. And this is exactly what she did. She gathered her things on the table and she said, "I'll excuse you." She left, and you said, "How?" But you who are reading my words, make sure that to reach wealth, you need to learn all the things I'm talking about. Learn sales skills. Take courses in sales skills and marketing skills. Not just one course, but multiple courses. And take courses in time management and priority management, especially for people who don't see priority management as very important. He says that to reach wealth, you must learn it, and you must read books on self-development. Wealthy people learn a little bit of everything when it comes to the art of dealing with human relationships. Robert says that you must learn and read self-development books and the art of dealing with human relationships. Tomorrow, you will have a company or a store or a business, and you will be sitting in the conference room with merchants, businessmen, and investors. If you don't have communication skills and the art of dealing with human relationships, you won't be able to close deals, establish agreements, or gain the trust and satisfaction of investors. But success has its reasons, and one of the reasons for this success is education. You must learn how to deal with the technology we live in today, and your business must open an online store. Forget about the stores we see in malls and shops. There were some who said we don't know how to deal with technology. We don't know how to deal with social media and social communication programs. We don't know. The answer is that you must know. Know how to deal with them, and know how to use them. We are in the 21st century. If you don't learn the tools of the 21st century, you will perish. And whoever does not change and develop will perish. And the best thing about the 21st century? That you can easily learn from YouTube. You can learn anything and everything. Anything you learn will open up larger and wider horizons for you. You can learn for free on YouTube, and if you can't learn for free, you can learn for money, apply it with money, and train, and so on. And this education, my friend, that I am talking about is self-education. And self-education, my brother, is very beautiful. It does not tie you to attendance, nor does it tie you to subjects that you do not love, nor curricula that you do not prefer, nor exams, nor reports, nor anything. Self-education is a feature because you choose the thing you love, and you are the one who learns. You are the manager and teacher of yourself, and you start learning. And my advice to you is always try to learn everything about the internet. Try to learn everything about the modern technology we live in today, and the modern technologies to come in the future. Try to keep up with this wave, the need of the era. Because if you do, finally, my friend, learn something from everything. Even if you are employed in a job, make the purpose of this job that you learn the skills in it. And we, through jobs, have learned many, many skills. And you know this statement? So do not work for the sake of money. Work for the sake of learning. I mean, if you had a choice between two jobs and the salary does not make a difference, but the one with a lower salary has more information, the one with more information, and these information and skills that you learn will benefit you in the future. And as Steve Jobs says, my friend, learn everything, and all the points will one day be related to each other. Today, everything you learn, my friend, will one day be related and will benefit you in the future. Learn self-development, learn time management and priorities, and learn the art of dealing with human relationships. These will greatly benefit you in the future, and you will thank me for them. The true measure of wealth is not the size of your bank account, but the knowledge and skills you possess. By shifting your mindset from that of an employee to an owner, investor, and entrepreneur, you unlock the path to true financial freedom. This is the transformative wisdom that separates the financially enlightened from the merely wealthy. Embrace this philosophy and watch your life's trajectory change for the better. That's it for this episode. I hope you had a great time. And knowledge. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.